Welcome everyone, my name is Nicole, and today we have about a 30-minute mandala practice. So what that means is we're gonna move around the mat in a circular fashion, and then we're gonna move back around. So just listen to the cues, and hopefully it's a fun practice for you. When you're ready, we're gonna begin standing at the top of our mat, taking time to arrive in our practice here, and maybe just noticing how you're feeling on your feet, if you're like coming out to the sides or rolling in, and just see if you can place your weight a little more evenly on all four corners of your foot. Maybe lift your toes to kind of help with that. And then lift up, engage your thighs by pulling up on your knees, engage your core, pulling in your belly, and then rising through the spine, rolling those shoulders down your back, palms face up. And let's begin breathing deeply in through the nose and out through the nose. And breathing in and out. Just take a moment here. And then let's bring our hands to heart center, palms pressed together. And we set an intention for the class. And just any word that calls to you, resonates with you, maybe you like to see more of in your life. And then drop the hands down, inhale the fingers high to the sky, really stretching tall. And as you exhale, bring your hands to prayer through center. Inhale, halfway look up. Pull length, maybe have your hands to your shins or on a block. Exhale, fold. Inhale all the way to the top. 2 more times. Exhale. Hands through prayer, through center. Inhale, halfway look up. Exhale, fold. Inhale all the way back up. Last round. And then this time, bend your knees, reach down, touch the earth. Chair pose for a moment. Bring the weight a little more back into your heels. Squeezing those legs to come together. Hands reaching to the sky. And then exhale, fold over. Inhale, halfway look up. Exhale, step back to plank. Pausing, taking a breath in at the top. Exhale, elbows in, lower all the way. Let's bring our forearms out in front of us. Press them down, elbows under shoulders. Breathe in Sphinx for a moment. And then come down, palms face up, down by your sides. Roll your shoulders up and down your back. And then we're going to lift our toes and our chest on the inhale. And breathe. Warm up our low back here. And then hands under shoulders, toes curl under, press to plank, and then pull back those hips and up, downward dog. And breathe. Bend your knees a whole bunch. Look between your hands. Make sure that all your fingers are spreading, fingertips pressing strongly, and palms fully flat. One more deep inhale. Exhale. And then inhale your right toes to the sky. And then come up on the ball of the back foot. Knee in the navel. Step between your hands. Inhale, squeeze your legs. Come up in a high lunge. Send energy out that back heel. Sink down in your hips. Maybe raise your fingers high. Keep breathing. And then exhale. Come down over your front foot. Press your left hand down and roll your right hand open to the sky. Maybe look up. And then exhale that hand down. We're going to pivot our feet now. So we turn to the long edge of the mat. Toes are pointing to the long edge of the mat, maybe even in a little bit. Send your tailbones to the sky. You can have blocks under your hands to give you a little more height. Pull with your hands wherever you are. Need more length. And then exhale, fold. Drop the head. And get the hands come between the feet, or maybe you do a toe lock and grab your big toes. Keep breathing. And then inhale, halfway look up. Hands under shoulders. And we're going to turn now to the back of our mat. The left leg in front. Squeeze those legs. Inhale, lift off. High lunge. Extending out your back heel strongly. Sinking through the hips. Inhaling, fingers high. Breathing. Several breaths. And then hands come down. Right hand presses down strongly so you can let the left hand roll open to the sky. Try to keep your hips in the lunge position. Breathe. And then let that hand come down. Step through plank. Pause at the top. Take a breath in. And then exhale, elbows in. And then we're all the way down. This time, clasp the hands behind the low back. Roll those shoulders down your back. Lift those toes. Inhale, lift the chest. Breathe. Use your hands to help pull your heart open. And then exhale, release. Roll your right shoulder and roll your left shoulder. And roll your right and your left. And roll up a little and roll down on the exhale. Inhale up, exhale down. Inhale up, exhale down. Rest your forehead on your hands for a moment. Take a deep breath into your belly. Feel it expand into the earth. Sigh it out the mouth. 2 more like that. Beautiful. Let's bring our hands under our shoulders. Press up on all fours. Take a moment, roll your shoulders, do a little sway. Find your center. And curl your toes under. Lift your knees. Press your hips back towards your feet and then send those hips high. Downward dog. Several breaths here. Keeping the knees as bent as you need to. Maybe you want to pedal out the feet. And then inhale, right toes to the sky. This time, open your hip, boy dog. And then circle that knee back through and through center. Stepping through between your hands. And then open that back foot. Inhale, draw those arms up and send them out for warrior 2. Look out over your middle finger. Breathe. And we're aiming for shoulders over hips, torso long into the mat. Front thigh lightly rolling out. And then back hand down the back leg. Bring that right hand up, behind, reverse warrior. And then inhale, come back up. Warrior 2. Straighten your front leg and reach out over it. And have your hand come down on a block, the shin, the earth for triangle. Roll the left hand to the sky. Breathe. You want to test your core here. You can extend those arms. And then inhale. Come back into warrior 2. Hands come down over your front foot. Lift your back heel. And then this time we're going to turn to the long edge of your mat. Inhale, halfway look up. Exhale, a little bend in those knees as you let the head drop. Take some relaxing breaths here. Trying to let go of tension where tension is not needed. In your face, your jaw. And then inhale, halfway look up, turn. 2. You're now at the front of our mat once more. And open your back foot at an angle as you inhale. Gauge those legs. Come up, extend the arms. Warrior 2. Left leg in front, thigh rolling out. Sinking down, breathing. One more deep breath in. And then your back hand down the back leg. Top hand comes up and over. Reverse your warrior. Try to stay low in the lunge. And then inhale as you come up, straighten your front leg. Maybe you need to shorten your stance a smidge. Reach out over that front leg. So you can't come any further. And then that left hand drops down to the earth. Your shin will block. Rolling open through your heart space. Raising that right hand to the sky. Looking up if that's okay with your neck. Breathing. And then bend through that front leg. As you come up, back into warrior 2. And then go ahead over your front leg. Lift your back heel. Step to plank. Now, open the knees wide, toes touch, and your hips back from child's pose. Rest your forehead down on the earth or block. Take some relaxing breaths here before we move back around. All right, let's come up onto all fours, knees under hips, wrists under shoulders, fingers burning bright. Gauge that core. Step your left foot through between your hands. And then extend that back foot out until you feel nice. Low lunge, and then feel free to lower that knee again. Point that toe out. Maybe bring that front foot closer to the edge of your mat. Maybe have blocks on your hands. See if you want to be a little higher. If that's more accessible for you, then do what you need to do. And just breathe for a moment. Kick that back foot in. A little more weight in that right hand so you can twist around and reach for it or lasso it. Create a little resistance between the hand and the foot. It's a little active. Maybe look over your shoulder. Breathe. See if you can allow those hips to sink even more. And then release your back foot. Bring that front foot back in if you brought it out to the edge. Flex it. Press through your heel. Send your left hip back. Inhale, pull length. Chin lifts. And then exhale, fold for half splits here. And then inhale, shift back, forward, lift your back knee, and then pivot to the long edge of your mat. Inhale, halfway look up. Exhale, fold. Maybe you want to Clasp my hands behind the low back or do any of the other variations we've done so far. Bring those wrists overhead. Deep breaths. And then release the hands if you clasp them. Inhale, halfway look up. And turn to the back of your mat. Sink down into your low lunge. Lower your knee. Maybe bring the front foot off to the edge of the mat. Breathe in this shape. Maybe you'd like to kick the back foot in, a little weight in that left hand so you can reach around with your right hand. Grab that foot, create a little bow effect, a little resistance. Breathe in your sensations. And then release the back foot. Maybe bring your front foot in a little bit. Flex it as you draw that right hip back for half splits. Inhale. Halfway look up, come forward, chin lifting, and then exhale, fold. And breathing. And inhale, shift forward. Hands under shoulders. Step your right foot back. So back in tabletop. Knees are under hips as we bring our hands out in front of us and sink our chest down towards the mat for puppy pose. And you can rest your forehead down, or if you want to continue to drop the chest and then the chin comes forward. Inhale, shift back forward, coming back onto all fours. And then as we engage that core, we can step that left foot through once more. And then this time lift your back knee. We're gonna pivot to the other long edge of the mat and put a bend in that left knee, and then flex that right foot. You can always stay up a little higher as we're gonna rotate back and forth. And you can have your hands down in prayer. You can stay up high. You can come all the way down. Inhaling through center. Exhale off to the side. Inhale. Exhale. One more round. And come to center, hands under shoulders, and now halfway look up. Last time, forward fold. Any variation. Grabbing the toes, between the feet, wrists overhead, or on blocks. Inhale, halfway look up and turn back to the front of your mat and lowering your back knee. Step both legs to meet, both knees to meet, And then open them wide, toes touch. And then you can use your hands here to really help send those hips back, pressing them back towards your feet. And sinking down, resting your forehead on the earth or block for a little child's pose here. And we have come around the circle. Now let's come up to seated position. The hips come off to the left. Draw your right foot around evenly on your sitting bones. And right hand behind you. Inhale, left fingers to the sky. And then core engage as we twist, come forward. Re-straighten. Go over your right shoulder. Breathe in length. And exhale, light twist. No forcing. Just gentle movements with the breath. Now just keeping the twist, just turn your head back the other way. Breathing, pausing here. And then head back. Rest of you, come undone. Lean back. Extend your left leg long. Right heel draws in. Sit up tall, core engaged. And your hands twisting over that left leg. And then folding. Coming forward as much as you can. Chin lifting. And then releasing from there. And it's that same inhale, length, and exhale, slight twist. And then core engage, and now come on out. And we're gonna wrap that left leg around now, and just above our right knee. If you want to extend that right leg out, if your knee bothers you, feel free. Sit tall, sit evenly. Left hand comes behind now. Inhale, right fingers, really reaching as you core engage, twisting, coming forward. Re-straighten, look over that left shoulder. Breathe. Let's just clasp that knee if you like. And then keeping the twist, just turn your head back around the other way. Look over your right shoulder. And then head back to center. Like release, and the rest of you can come undone. Lean back. Extend the right toes, right leg long, drawing the left heel in. Finding our evenness once more. Core engage. Twist over your right leg now and fold. And inhale, length. And exhale, a little twist, a little fold. Breathing deeply. And then inhale, come on out. Let's prepare to lay down onto our backs now. And from here, just draw the legs in, knees in, give yourself a little hug, a little roll around if that feels good. And then we're gonna cross our right ankle, dropping that left foot down first. Then right ankle just above the left knee, foot flexed. Figure 4, lift the bottom foot off. Right hand through the hole, and either clasping under the thigh or reaching up and around. Whatever, however you choose. And just take breathing, relaxing here. Simmering down. And then release. Switch. Left ankle just above the right knee. Bottom foot comes off. Left hand through the hole and either underneath that right thigh or coming around the outside. And then come undone. Cactus the arms. The feet as wide as the mat. Let's just tick-tock the knees off one way. Inhale through center. Exhale off the other way. Inhaling and exhaling. And then we're going to do a little happy baby right for the outside edges of your feet. As they come up, draw the knees down towards the outside of your torso. Feel free to roll around on your low back if that feels nice. Otherwise, hold statically, pressing your whole back of your head, your whole back, pelvis down, relaxing. And then give yourself a big hug, squeeze, hold your breath for a moment. And when you're ready to release, relax down and out into Shavasana, final resting pose. And the feet roll out and the palms turn up. We lightly roll each shoulder under. And always feel free to take any variation that will bring you more comfort. Maybe let your knees knocked in, or bolster under them, or pillow, or blanket. Pick your Shavasana shape. And I'll hold space for the next few minutes. Allow yourself to completely let go and breathe in any sensations that arise. I'll guide you on just a few. Please feel free to stay in Shavasana as long as you like. Or if you're ready, you roll to your right side and pause and take a few breaths, coming back. And then when you feel ready, push yourself to a seated position with your hands. Taking a seat, reflecting on how you feel now as opposed to the beginning of class in a non-judgmental way. Thank you so much for practicing with me. The light within me sees and recognizes the light within you. Take care.